Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so that's that. Let me see what's up. Okay, your mic isn't on. There it is. Hello. Still can't hear you though. That's weird. Wonder what's up. Oh, you may want to check. Go to the Zoom menu bar, and then go where it says audio, and then click the drop down arrow, and it'll tell you uh, what microphone you're using, and click to a different microphone. I'm gonna call you on your cell just because you're a busy girl and
Hey, my sound is not working.
so what's weird is you're talking, and when I see, like, when you just said what you said, your microphone on my Zoom was moving up and down like it could hear you.
Really? Can you
Yeah.
hear me now through there?
No.
That's annoying. It's like happy Monday. Zoom has forgotten how to work.
What
Okay,
else? Yeah.
cool.
What else can happen? That's crazy. Hey,
Oh man.
have you ever tried that neuro gum? The thing called
No.
Yeah.
Is it fun?
No, I haven't tried it yet. I just got it in the mail. It's got the leothiene and some other stuff supposed to make you alert and keep you, pumping.
Interesting.
I'll let you know if it's
Okay.
good. I'll send you the link. It's because I work so much and like
No, for sure.
and if I had some this morning, I could have powered through the day. And supposedly, that's what it says. It says that it's supposed to be, it's one of those things. But yeah, whatever. So your holidays were good, right?
Yeah, everything was good. Back in town now, getting used to the time zone, which is fun. Both Cliff and I are like 3 hours behind, so it's
Yeah.
been an interesting wake up, but
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good.
we just have to get used to it. But everything's good otherwise. How was yours? Everything go good?
All right. All good. Just my mom's health is diminishing, so
Ugh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, she was in the house.
Frustrating.
Well, it's as friends
Yeah.
of mine tell me, it's just that it's that age. She's almost
Yeah.
84, and this is what happens. So, but I'm around, and that's what really matters. I'm just lucky that I have a job that I can be here
Absolutely.
and do what we do. So it's all good. Okay, thank you for asking. And so now let's look at the website to make sure it's what you want. Have you looked at it? And you probably haven't because you've been so busy.
Yeah, I just sat down at my computer for the day. It's been
Oh
it's been
no!
crazy. But yes. And so okay. So what I'm hoping to achieve is I mean it runs so much better, obviously. Like it's so much cleaner. It's like so much less sketchy. What I would like to do is copy basically the entire first landing page from wellness. So how it starts with start your alpha journey, and you can take an assessment, and then it has our specialties.
Okay, so you want it to where, I'll get rid of this. You want it to say this, just like.
Yeah, literally identical front pages. So they have the same experience, no matter if they're at clinic or at wellness.
So you want this happening as
Yes.
well?
Yeah. So I know I need to get you guys, I know that I think I put those little icons in, but I don't know if I did the Alpha T pack. So I'm gonna open that up and check what images I still owe, because obviously you can't put them on there if I don't give you the content. That's a Stephanie issue. And if you go to each of the pages, like in, I think we need to add that Alpha Chicks one, that might not be on the clinic one. But then if you go to those sub pages, we are hoping to have those kind of match as well.
So sub pages are, look your best, sub pages, feel your best, media, about, locations, and book now. So let's look
Yes.
at what we have here.
The issue is I went through and rewrote all of the pages for wellness,
Okay.
and I'm hoping to restructure and use that newer content on these pages as well. So it's a very similar experience, no matter if they're at wellness or at clinic. Right now, wellness is like is the site that we want,
Okay.
but we want clinic with all the SEO.
Yeah. Okay.
So content wise, wellness has all the most updated, relevant content. I mean, there was stuff on clinic that had the wrong name with like stuff that he had stolen from other websites.
Oh
like,
no.
Like, so I went through and rewrote literally everything for wellness and made sure that there wasn't any kind of copyright issues or any kind of like sealing issues to make sure. So
Yeah.
the faster we can phase out any of the old content, the better off we're going to be.
Okay.
But in a way that you would recommend that. I mean, if it's just as easy as us just like, oh, just swapping out the info, it's no big deal. Let's do that, right? But if you're saying like the content on the page matters, then we need to kind of figure out what to do.
Well, okay, so how about we get everything moved over, get everything done, and then in about a week we just walk through it again as if we're real customers and see if it
Yes.
makes sense, and then if it
Perfect.
doesn't, then we reword that. But the thing is that you want the SEO rule is that you want it to where the pages on Alpha Mail are unique. They're not copies of wellness. You know,
Okay, that's what I needed to know. So I need to rewrite the pages again
Yay!
so that they're not just copies.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's one of those things, but we can. So here's the thing: with all these pages here on Alpha Mail, they'll be in the background, so Google sees yes, the site is intact. It is what it has been, so that it keeps its credibility. But in the nav here, we're gonna change it to all the stuff, all these.
Perfect. Yes, exactly.
And then what we'll do is so what I might do, just because I might take all these pages and have AI write it temporarily until you get to writing it.
Yeah, that's fine. Like just keep the structure and how it looks
Yeah.
the same, and then just like put it through Quillbot or whatever, and just like, hey, re-paraphrase this differently so that it doesn't have, it's not an exact copy, but it's close enough.
Right. It's just a rewrite of the content.
That's all we need to do.
Well,
Yeah, and then I can go through and change a note here or a note there, but in general, that's all I would have been doing anyways. It's just putting it through ChatGPT and being like, hey, can you make it not rewrite this in a way that's not copying?
And you're using Koba? Is that what you're using?
So I used to use Quillbot, but I use just ChatGPT now.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Quillbot was like the very first like paraphraser tool that I used back in the day.
So many out there right now. So I was
So many,
sure,
yeah.
I wasn't sure what you were saying. I was like, is this a new one? But yeah.
But wellness is, definitely the wellness website is kind of the flow that we want them to go through. So start your Alpha journey, take the assessment, and then, start now and have that click to schedule an appointment and then talking about the TRT package, and then scheduling a free consultation. Like that's kind of the flow we want them to go now through. And then the book now we just need to have to the ones that are for clinic instead of for wellness, so I can make sure those links are. Well, you might already have them actually in the other one, but we can make sure those are correct. New clients always goes to Go High Level. Existing clients goes to Mind Body. So they're just slightly different.
But the existing clients go to where?
Existing clients schedule through Mind Body.
Okay, Mind Body. All right. Just getting the lingo down so I know.
Yeah, it's annoying that everything has mind or body or something in it.
No,
So.
it's all good.
I
So
go to this other place called Mind Zero. So half the time I say, oh, look in Mind Zero. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, just kidding, Mind Body.
yeah, right, exactly it. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll take the wellness and we'll just make sure that the header for clinic, the header for clinic
Has that.
will have all these, but the pages that were there are still on the website.
Somewhere.
Google can see. Okay, it's still here. We're good. And then at that point, so we can have this done this week. So I'd say like by Friday we should have something to where you're like, okay, we're good, and then
Amazing.
That's it. And then as far as wellness, what are you using wellness for?
Wellness is for the North Carolina
Okay.
location, and clinic is for the South Carolina location
Okay.
because they have different branding, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. Different. Demographics, stuff like that. It's like psychographics is what they call it. Okay.
Yeah, different names, different, that kind of situation. Because in North Carolina, you can't name something clinic unless all of the owners are doctors.
Oh. Wow.
It was a naming issue.
And
We're
what's
like, okay.
and that's in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it has to be a PLLC to use something like clinic. But wellness is big enough. It can be a wellness center.
Okay.
And so our doctor has his own LLC and subcontracts to us for management services. It's like a totally different structure.
I have
It's fun.
the semaglutide group that I used to work for. They had the same thing, but it was for cannabis or something. They had it was for semaglutide. Yeah, they had the doctor on call that would do the telehealth, and then that would get them set up to where they can get the semaglutide shipped to them, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's it, right? And then what are you doing? So that's all you need for what you already paid for, and that's it. And then you'll come to me whenever you need something else. Or?
Yeah. And I'm learning so much even just from our little talks about how SEO works.
Yeah. And so do you have?
Yeah, it can't be a copy or it's no bueno. And keep the pages there, but maybe don't link them. They're on the website, so got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So because Google, that's one of those things. So that's that. And then how are you measuring sales? Like for the clinic and wellness, how are you doing it?
Yeah, so two different ways. So all of our leads go through Go High Level. And so it goes through all of the different channels, either Facebook or Google ads or whatever else they're doing, TikTok ads or whatever. And they all go into one place, into Go High Level, and they're tagged with where the lead is coming from. So the whole lead management is happening in there. And then once they become a client, Mind Body is our EMR. And also where they schedule their appointments. Eventually, we want to combine those two, but Go High Level is missing just a couple things that would allow us to do that on the reporting side. Encryption-wise, it's fine. It's HIPAA compliant. It has everything we need. But on the reporting side, it's missing just a couple things. So eventually, we'll get rid of Mind Body. But right now, we track sales through Mind Body, and we track leads through Go High Level.
Okay, so in general, what's the flow of leads on the clinic, and what's the flow of leads on wellness? Has clinic dropped off since you switched from what's his face?
Slightly, but we don't know if it's because of our website being, just completely, like, all of our stuff stopped for about 3 weeks when Micah pulled his shenanigans. And so since then, we're starting to pump back up a little bit, but we were down in general because of that. So,
All right.
and with the transition over to Chris Murphy's team, the Red Button Visuals, but they have started their reporting and it looks good for now. Like it's definitely getting back where we need it to be. It's just been kind of a slow process, like it always is when you're just restarting again.
Right.
So things are still being thank you, still being built out for sure.
Alpha.
Game day, I actually
What is this?
sat next to. So Alpha Male Plan was one because Alpha Male Clinic got shut down on Facebook. That one is actually still owned by Micah, and he is still pulling his shenanigans 6 months later. I don't know how to get it back from him.
Okay, we can work on that.
And there's also
It even says Clifton Mac.
I know, it's so funny. Yeah, so dumb.
So this is where okay, all right. I'll work on this probably end of the week or next week. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I might just send over to you the 2 remaining issues we have with his nonsense, and if you have a workaround, I'm just kind of tired of dealing with him because it's a month between every time he responds, and then he responds and asks us why we haven't paid him. We're like, well, we haven't paid you because you haven't done the things you're supposed to do. It's been a nightmare. I'm like, dude, yeah, it's very industry standard for you to wrap up the work and then we pay you for another invoice. I don't know what you expected.
Well, especially when it's just one of those things.
Yeah, like
It's not good. So
it's not good. Not good. Not good.
okay.
Awesome.
So
Thank you for your help. So yeah,
no worries.
I think we've got a good plan.
And how are you so you're tracking the leads coming in, and that's so good. And then how are you tracking the SEO? How do you know what's ranking and all that stuff?
So Go High Level has great reporting for leads, and we have another analyst that works on that is a part owner of the North Carolina clinic, and he is working to automate all of that tracking.
Okay.
And then we meet once a week to go over where we are in terms of our 6-week average and where we are week to week.
Good.
So we haven't done it in 3 weeks because of the holidays, because our meeting is usually Wednesdays. That's been Christmas and New Year's. But in general, that's what really led to all the issues was we were requiring better reporting, and there was pushback on that. So
yeah. Okay. But
we are finally to the point where we actually have that reporting, and it is amazing.
good. Well, I'd like when you can, if it's amazing, I'd like to see it. What
sure.
visual?
Yeah, I'll show ya.
Because I'm redesigning Nail Suit Media, and I want to get reports out to clients that look good, and I'm open to seeing that kind of stuff. So please, when you can.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to show you that side of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than it used to be. And at first I was like, Go High Level, whatever. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, this is really helpful. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can meet back up and I can show you what we work with.
Okay. So we're good now. You're gonna send me all the graphics
That's what
for
I
this.
need to do. Yeah, for
We're
sure.
gonna-
That bottleneck is me.
And then
for sure.
yeah, and we're gonna take the content, rewrite it, and put it on a clinic. And that'll take us a couple days. So by Friday we should be good.
Amazing. Thank you.
No,
I mean, but
thank you.
already it's running so much better.
Yeah, good.
I don't get a spinning wheel of death when I pull it up. It's amazing.
Yeah, good. Okay. And then so okay. So I